Jacob, can we talk? I've made up my mind about something. Of course, milady. I am yours to mold your whim. What is the issue? Well, the truth is... Please do not hesitate. You have but to ask, and I will assist in any way imaginable. For you, Lady Makoto, I would walk through fire and ice. I would charge into army of faithless if you ask it of me. I would manually extract the fangs from a dragon's jaw to prevent its biting you. Thanks, Jacob. This isn't anything like that. I remind you, Lady Makoto, that my talents are not limited to the battlefield. I can cook, clean, sew, smith, demolish or bricklay anything you might require. I know you're extremely capable. Please forgive my immodesty. It is of course thanks to you that I am so accomplished in the butlery arts. Now I feel there is nothing you could ask of me that I couldn't perform with ease. Would you just let me finish? I couldn't wish for a better butler than you, Jacob. I know I can count on you for any service, big or small. And yet you clearly have something to tell me that you believe I won't want to hear. I want to be independent. Independent? Out of the question. What? But I'm an adult now. I shouldn't need your help all the time. And hey, aren't I supposed to be the boss in this relationship? Yes, but your authority has limits. Among them, you may not deny my reason to live. Reason to live? Aren't you exaggerating a little? Not even slightly, milady. When I was first sent to serve, I was incompetent to perform even simple tasks. The other servants shunned me since I invariably created more work for them. You were the only person who took the time to talk with me and encourage me. I will never forget the kindness you showed me, and I will be in debt to you forever. When you put it that way, I see your problem. But on the other hand, I want to be able to do things myself so I can help the others. A noble goal, but not incompatible with receiving help yourself from time to time. Alright, you've made your point. Let's compromise. Teach me how to make a pot of tea. Tea? Why? I want to learn to help everyone, including you, Jacob. I want to be able to make tea for the person who takes such good care of me. Is that acceptable? Jacob, I'm so touched to think that my liege Lady Makoto would feel this way about me. Very well, if you insist on this act of wanton domesticity, I will not stop you. Really? That's great. But we must be cautious. Tea is dangerous business. Make it only when I'm nearby. You got it. Let's find some tea leaves and get started. Thank you so much, Jacob. You're the greatest butler in history. My words. I hope nothing ill comes of this arrangement. Lady Makoto has no experience in the kitchen. Things could get apocalyptic. Hello, cousin. Milady, are you talking to me? To what do I owe this honor? You make it sound like I've never spoken to you before. Well, every time we've talked, I have been the one who initiated the conversation. Is that so? Yes, in fact, all of our conversations have been limited to me delivering messages. But I never took it personally. I know you prefer to avoid people if you can help it. You know how to put it quite plainly, don't you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so blunt, milady. How rude of me. That's right, you spoke the truth. I need to ask you a favor. Consider it done. I will grant anything milady requests. But I haven't even told you what it is. It is my duty to obey without hesitation. Please tell me how I may be of service. Wait, don't you follow me. I'll explain on the way. Oh, hi Jacob. How are things? Silas, errand of mercy, I trust. How did you know? It's clear on your face. You have the look of a man acting selflessly. I'm surprised that philosophy hasn't worn you down into a husk of a man by now. Say what you want, I'm no hero. Yet you've never met a sob story you won't hear in full. Well, you have me there. The more you listen, the more spellbound you become. Until you're weighted down by the problems then it's actual sufferer. Am I wrong? Not exactly. Well, this sounds to me like the very definition of a hero. My condolences. He's got me dead to rights. Is something wrong, Kaze? What's with all those radishes? Ah, Lady Makoto, greetings! A young lady gave me these radishes as thanks for helping her find her way. Looks like we're having a radish feast tonight. That's pretty great, right? I must disagree. It is not great. No? What's the matter? Do you have something against radishes? It feels wrong being rewarded for such a simple kindness as giving directions. This is not the first time something like this has happened either. It's not? I can't figure out why, but I find I'm often approached by women who wish to speak with me or give me things. Oh, is that so? It gets worse. If I speak even a few words, they'll often start shrieking or hugging me. Sometimes they'll give me letters or garments of clothing or, like today, food. None of our allies act that way, of course. Just stranger, it's frustrating. It sounds to me like you're just popular with the ladies. Popular with the ladies? Exactly. Those women are just, well, they're curious about you. It's because you're kind, yet mysterious. Being a ninja doesn't hurt either. In fact, when I was in town the other day, I overheard one of the local women. She said that sorrowful look on Kaze's gorgeous face is way too dreamy. I wish you hadn't told me that. I appreciate the praise, but I would prefer to focus on my duties and keep such silly distractions to a minimum. You're so serious all the time. Most men dream of this kind of attention. I'm simply behaving as any self-respecting ninja should. That's all there is to it. In any case, they are mistaken. I'm not a good man. Why would you say that? It's nothing now. If you'll excuse me, I have an urgent matter to attend to. Gone just like that. Ninja are so cool. But I wonder what he meant by that. Why does he think he's not a good man? Azura, I was just thinking, I haven't heard you tell a story in a long time. You're right, with this war going on, we've hardly had the time to chat. Do you really miss my spooky stories? I'm surprised, I guess you like them after all. No, I didn't like them. They were terrifying. It just, once I started a story, I couldn't sleep until I knew what happened. You know, some people actually enjoy being scared. Not me. I just like spending time with you and staying up past my bedtime. I still remember Your eyes were as wide as saucers. You would be shaking like a leaf. But still, you'd spread with me to keep going. You had to know the end. Well, I was really little then. Don't tell people I was big, scaredy cat. You have my word. Hey Supporty, I was curious, do you still go around telling people that you are perfect? What's that supposed to mean? And even if I do, it's not like it's a lie. Do you really think you're 100% without any faults at all? Hannah, if you're trying to say something, just say it instead of dancing around it. Okay then, if you're perfect, why is it that you fell off your mount when we first met? You did it right in front of me and Lady Sakura. It was actually pretty hilarious. I didn't know it was possible to fly that far from a stationary horse. Why is that you always bring this up? Can't you just let it rest? Never. I'll remember that for the rest of my life, unless you go out there and tell everyone in the army about it. What is this about? Why are you attacking me out of the blue? Because, Supporty, every day I hear the same things from people. Oh, you get to work with that handsome Supporty. You're so lucky. He is just so perfect and has no faults at all. And you get to be near him. I bet it's hard to shine with that perfection so close. They say this right to my face. I didn't realize people were actually talking that way. I'm so happy to hear that they're praising me. It's not about that at all. Think about how I feel. I don't speak up and it feels like I'm lying to everyone. Someone who falls off a mount that isn't even moving isn't perfect. Are you mad? Did you have anything to say to prove me wrong? I'm sure Sakura holds the same opinion as I do. She's just too polite to say it. Anna, you always ignore the honorific. You must refer to our leash as Lady Sakura. Really? Your best comeback is to change the subject? Are you just admitting that everything I said about you is true then? No, Hannah, I'm not. And I don't think someone who is rude to a fellow retainer is worthy of Lady Sakura. Oh, that's it. We have to battle to see which of us is more worthy. Sounds good to me. Someone as perfect as myself can possibly lose. I show you. Sakura, how's it going? I'm fine, I guess. I don't seem too sure about that. Are you coming down with something? No, I'm in perfect health. Oh, I get it. You just don't like me. What? That's not true. How could anyone dislike you, Makoto? I'm sorry. Every time I try to talk to you, always look upset. That's my fault. I should be the one apologizing. I'm terrible around people. Sakura, is there anything I can do to help? If that's really what's bothering you, maybe you could practice talking to me. Do you think that would work? Well, we won't know unless we try. Rinka, over here. Did you need something done? Sort of. I'd like to ask your opinion on something. Take a look at this map. If we are positioned here and the enemy attacks from here, what should we do? If a unit detached and came at them from the river, do you think they would cluster? If so, we could hit them with a volley, but if we fail, the attacking force might rout. Rinka, are you listening to me? You know as well as I that I'm not a tactician. Why are you here? Hoping to make friends, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm just here to carry out orders, nothing more. Farewell. Hey, wait, I'm not done talking yet. I have nothing to discuss with you. Leave me alone. You know, I can't do that. We're allies. I have to be able to communicate with you. That's not what I mean. I will still listen to and follow any orders you want to give. But otherwise, do not speak to me. What is wrong with you? My apologies, perhaps I went too far. That is no way to talk to one's superior. I am grateful you spared my life when I was your prisoner, and I will follow you wherever you decide to lead us. However, I neither need nor desire your attention. Please leave me alone. Rinka, do you have a moment? Sure, what you need? Well, you see, earlier today I helped a nice young woman carry her things home. In return, she gave me this sack of sweets. The entire bag is filled with just sweets. It must weigh 50 pounds. Yes, which is why I was hoping you could help. I can't eat all these by myself. Oh, I see. I'll pass. Really? But I thought you'd appreciate it the most. What do you mean by that? Your stomach be growling all day. Did you think I haven't noticed? So what? That doesn't mean I'm hungry. That wasn't what you think. It must have been a mouse that ran by. Perhaps I will just leave some of these sweets here for that poor little mouse. Fine, do what you want. I will. I hope the mouse enjoys its treat very much. I hope it has quite the sweet tooth. The mouse would have you know it doesn't have any stinking sweet teeth. And the mouse wants to make it clear that this is a one-time occurrence. Does the ninja understand? Of course. Well, I should be off now. I'll talk to you later, Rinka. Yum yum.